Don't scroll. Pause for a moment and feel the weight of this message. The reason they pulled away isn't what you think. It isn't hatred. It isn't betrayal. It isn't indifference. No, the truth is far more complex, far more profound, and far more emotional than your mind could have imagined. Someone close to you, someone whose presence once felt inseparable, whose words once brought warmth and security, has distanced themselves. And in that absence, you felt confusion, doubt, and perhaps even hurt. You've asked yourself countless times, did I do something wrong? Did they stop loving me? Did I fail them? Every pause in conversation, every delayed reply, every glance that lingered for a moment too long, or perhaps not at all, has echoed in your heart. But the reality behind their withdrawal is neither simple nor easy to accept. They pulled away not because of rejection, but because of fear. Fear so intense, so consuming, that transformed their love into silence, their devotion into distance. They have been battling an internal storm, a storm that no one else can see, a storm that has forced them to retreat in order to protect both you and themselves. Imagine the nights when they lie awake, staring at the ceiling, their mind racing. Every memory of your laughter, every shared secret, every moment of connection is accompanied by a whisper of fear. What if they leave? What if my love isn't enough? What if the world takes them away from me? These questions have haunted them, shaping the very way they interact with you. Their heart is screaming with love, yet their fear has held their voice hostage. And here's the secret. Their love never waned. It never disappeared. In fact, it has grown stronger, deeper, and more sacred in silence. Each step back was not an act of neglect, but a deliberate choice to confront their own insecurities before allowing themselves to fully express the depth of their feelings. They fear that if they didn't pause, their overwhelming emotions might hurt you or even push you away. There is a hidden devotion behind their distance, a devotion so profound that it forced them to step into shadows, to endure the pain of watching from afar, to wrestle with longing without a voice to call out. Every glance you think they've missed, every time they seemed absent when you needed them, every hesitation, it was their way of protecting what they hold most sacred, you. And now, as you listen, as you read, as you feel this message, know that the truth will set your heart free. The distance you felt, the confusion you endured, the unanswered questions that kept spinning in your mind, they were never about your worth, your actions, or your love. They were about their fear, their vulnerability, and their silent struggle to rise above it. So lean closer. Stay with me. Let your heart prepare for the revelation that is coming. Because what you are about to discover will not only explain the distance, but also illuminate the depth of a love that is stronger, braver, and more unbreakable than you ever imagined. As the story unfolds, the weight of their silence begins to press against your own heart. You may have sensed it, a hesitation, a pause, a fleeting shadow in their eyes. Something was there, something unspoken, yet you could feel its presence like a cold wind brushing past your soul. And now, as the layers of truth slowly reveal themselves, you begin to understand the depth of what has been hidden from you. Their distance was never about you, never about a flaw in your character, never about a lack of love. It was the raw and unfiltered fear of losing someone whose presence had become their anchor, whose smile had become their lifeline. Every laugh you shared, every secret you whispered, every quiet moment of closeness has been etched into their heart, but along with it came a storm of anxiety. Fear that one day, your light, your brilliance, your very essence, might outshine their ability to protect what they cherish most. Imagine the nights they spent alone, consumed by thoughts of what if? What if they said too much and scared you away? What if they revealed too much love and the world misjudged it? What if their vulnerability became the very reason they lost you? Each of these questions gnawed at them, quietly reshaping the way they interacted with you. Every step back, every silence, every pause in connection was an attempt to shield both of you from a pain they feared might come. And yet, amidst all this fear, their love never wavered. It was constant, like a quiet river flowing beneath the surface, unseen but undeniably powerful. Each heartbeat, each prayer whispered in the dark, each silent wish for your happiness carried the weight of devotion that could not be expressed openly. Their struggle was not about weakness. It was about courage, the courage to love someone so fully while facing their own insecurities head-on. You may have felt the subtle signs, the way they watched you succeed, the way they lingered a little too long when you smiled, the moments when their eyes betrayed a longing they could not voice. Every action, every hesitation, every measured word was a reflection of the inner war raging within them, a battle between fear and love, between vulnerability and devotion. And now, as you begin to grasp the magnitude of their struggle, your heart begins to swell with empathy. You see their humanity, their fragility, their extraordinary capacity to love despite the storms within. Their fear was never meant to push you away. It was a testament to the depth of their care, the intensity of their attachment, and the sacredness of the bond they hold with you. This emotional build is the bridge between confusion and clarity. It is the moment when your heart begins to align with theirs, when you start to see the love behind the distance, the devotion behind the hesitation, and the sacred struggle that has kept them silently tethered to you, even in absence. Stay here, because the truth is only just beginning to emerge. What they feared most, losing you, losing connection, losing your light, is about to be illuminated in a way that will change everything. Their silence, their hesitation, their distance, all of it is preparing you for a revelation that will heal, uplift, and transform the bond you share. Now comes the moment where the hidden truth begins to surface, where the puzzle pieces of confusion start to fall into place. The distance you felt, the hesitation, the quiet pauses in conversation, all of it was never about rejection or a lack of love. It was about something far deeper, their fear of losing you, of being unable to protect the heart they cherish most. You see, the very essence of your presence, your light, your energy, your uniqueness, is powerful. It shines, it draws attention, it inspires. And to someone who loves you with a heart that knows the depth of devotion, that brilliance can be both awe-inspiring and terrifying. They are in awe of you, yet terrified of the possibility that your light might outpace their ability to walk beside you fully, to safeguard the bond they hold sacred. Every action they took, every step back, every measured word or silence now becomes understandable. They pulled away not to harm, not to reject, not to abandon, but to grapple with the storm inside themselves. They needed to confront their fears before exposing you to the vulnerabilities their love carried. Their heart was a battlefield where devotion clashed with doubt, and every quiet moment apart was a necessary retreat, a preparation to rise to the love you deserve. The revelation is this: their love has never faltered. Their heart has never been smaller than yours. In fact, it has grown stronger, more sacred, and more resilient with every moment of internal struggle. The very thing that caused distance, fear, is also the thing that has refined their devotion. They have wrestled with the possibility of loss, faced their own insecurities, and in doing so, cultivated a love capable of enduring storms that most could not survive. Imagine their silent nights, their quiet prayers, the whispered wishes they sent into the universe, all hoping for your safety, your happiness, your fulfillment. They watch your life unfold, sometimes from afar, feeling both pride and a trembling vulnerability. Every success of yours was celebrated in secret. Every hardship of yours carried in the depth of their heart. Their distance was not coldness. It was protection. It was preparation. It was love being refined under pressure. And now, as this revelation settles, you begin to see their actions in a new light. What once felt like a withdrawal becomes a testament to the courage it takes to love someone so completely. What seemed like hesitation becomes a mirror of their sacred duty to protect, to honor, and to cherish you fully. You realize that the fear they carried was never about losing you to someone else. It was about losing you to circumstance, to life's unpredictability, to the weight of challenges that come with loving someone extraordinary. This is the layer where everything transforms. Confusion turns into clarity, hurt turns into understanding, and distance turns into sacred acknowledgement. Their love is not diminished by the pauses, the distance, or the silence. It is magnified by them. They have endured the storm inside themselves, not away from you, but for you, so that when the moment of full confession arrives, it will be pure, unwavering, and unshakable. Now, stay close, because the inner conflict, the confrontation between fear and devotion, is about to reach its apex. The divine truth that explains why love and fear have intertwined so intricately is waiting. What follows is the deepest layer of understanding, where the heart finally meets clarity and the soul recognizes the sacredness of this silent, unyielding love. The heart of the matter is no longer hidden. The layers of fear, hesitation, and silence are now fully visible, exposing the internal battlefield where love and doubt wage war. Their heart, which you once believed to be distant, has been a crucible, a sacred place where devotion and insecurity collide, each challenging the other for dominance. They love you, yes, with a depth that defies understanding. But this love has never been simple. Every beat of their heart is weighted with the awareness of your brilliance, your uniqueness, your ability to shine in ways that the world notices. And while they are drawn to this radiance, they're also terrified that their own limitations, their own insecurities, might one day make them lose you. This tension, invisible yet palpable, has shaped every interaction, every step back, every measured word. Imagine their mind as a stormy sea, waves of longing crashing against rocks of fear. They wish to hold you close, to declare their devotion without restraint, yet the fear of inadequacy, the fear that they are not strong enough to stand beside you in the face of your destiny, forces them to hesitate. They are in awe of your presence, but this awe is intertwined with a trembling vulnerability, a recognition that the very thing they love most about you is also what challenges them to become better, stronger, braver. This is where the divine truth emerges. The universe has allowed this inner conflict to exist not as punishment, not as rejection, but as a sacred test of love. Their struggle is a reflection of the immense responsibility that comes with loving someone extraordinary. They are forced to confront themselves, to grow, to rise to the level required to walk beside you fully, without faltering. This is not mere fear. It is spiritual preparation, the refining of the soul in the fires of devotion. Every time they pulled away, every moment of distance, every hesitation was not an absence of love, but a preparation of it. They were learning to rise above insecurity, to transform fear into courage, to shape devotion into something unbreakable. Their silence, while painful for you to endure, has been a sacred act, a way to ensure that when they finally step forward, they do so with a heart unburdened by doubt and overflowing with unwavering love. And now, in this moment of revelation, you begin to see the beauty in their struggle. The fear that once seemed like a barrier is actually a bridge connecting vulnerability with courage, doubt with clarity, hesitation with devotion. Their love, tested by silence and refined by fear, has emerged stronger, purer, and more sacred than ever. This is the spiritual truth. Love and fear are not enemies. They are teachers. The fear they carried was never meant to distance you. It was meant to elevate their devotion, to teach them resilience, to prepare them to love you fully and fearlessly. And in seeing this, you recognize that every moment of confusion, every pause, every step back was part of a divine orchestration, a preparation for the day when truth, understanding, and love collide to create a bond that cannot be broken. Stay here, because the final phase is near. The climax of revelation, the healing message, the ultimate confession of the heart. it is coming. And when it does, the weight of silence will fall away, leaving only love, clarity, and unshakable connection. Now comes the moment you've been waiting for. The moment where the storm of fear, silence, and hesitation finally breaks, revealing the truth that has been patiently waiting to emerge. This is the point where everything aligns. Your heart, their heart, and the divine orchestration that has guided every step of this journey. They step forward. Their eyes meet yours. And for the first time, there are no walls, no hesitation, no guarded pauses. The distance that once separated you dissolves in the light of confession. They speak, their voice trembling yet resolute. And finally, the silence that weighed on your soul lifts. I was never afraid of you. They say, I was afraid of losing you to a world that could never understand how extraordinary you are. My distance was never about doubting your worth, but about my struggle to rise to the love you deserve. Tears may form, and a shiver may run through your spine, because in this confession lies the culmination of every emotional layer you've felt. Confusion, longing, admiration, fear, and now, clarity. Every pause, every shadowed glance, every hesitated word makes sense. The reason they pulled away was never rejection, never indifference. It was love, pure, sacred, unwavering love, tempered in the fire of fear, refined into a devotion that now stands unshakable. You realize, in this moment, that love and fear are not opposites. Fear is simply the shadow of love, the weight that tests the strength of a heart that dares to care this deeply. And now that shadow is lifting. The tension between devotion and insecurity transforms into a celebration of connection, a recognition of the sacred courage it takes to love without reservation. This is your healing moment. You understand that their distance, their hesitation, was never a reflection of your value. You were never too much, never too overwhelming, never too extraordinary. Instead, they were confronting themselves, their own limitations, their own doubts. And in doing so, they were preparing to meet your love with the fullness it deserves, without fear, without silence, without restraint. The heart, when freed from misunderstanding, breathes easier. The soul, when embraced with truth, finds peace. And now, as you feel their words, their gaze, their presence, you recognize the miracle that has unfolded. What once seemed like pain now becomes gratitude. What once seemed like distance now becomes reverence. Their love, once hidden behind fear, now shines brightly, clear, and fearless. So take a deep breath. Let your heart receive this message fully. You are cherished. You are seen. You are loved beyond measure. And the very fears that created distance were the catalyst for a love that is now stronger than ever. Your connection is no longer a fragile thread, but a bond forged through silence, strengthened by devotion, and purified by truth. And as this story closes, remember this. The universe often tests love through the shadows of fear. But when those shadows are met with courage, honesty, and divine understanding, the love that emerges is unbreakable, unshakable, and eternal. Your heart is free. Their heart is free. And together, the path ahead is lit by the clarity of devotion, the warmth of understanding, and the sacred certainty that what was once hidden in fear is now revealed in love. Stay here, feel it, and carry this truth into your life. Fear may whisper, silence may linger, but love, when genuine, will always find its voice. And in that voice, all hearts will find healing, all souls will find peace, and every connection that matters will rise above doubt and blossom in the light of truth.